Jordan here, coming back at you again with another episode of Beer Reviews. Tonight, I'm going to be reviewing the Brewmasters Golden Cerveza. This is coming in at 4.4% ABV, 16 fluid ounce pint can, and this was an astonishing 84 cents before tax at Walmart. So it was like 91, 92 cents, something like that after tax out the door. So super, super cheap. Last night, in case you missed it, I reviewed the Brewmasters Premier Light Beer. This was also 84 cents. And it was all right. Not the best, but I gave it an 8.5 out of 10. So it was decent, especially for 84 cents. But I was noticing it kind of got that Michelob Ultra vibe to it. And this one has a Modelo vibe going on to it. Then I Googled it. I was looking up Brewmasters and seeing what all kinds of beers they had. And they have one that looks like Bud Light as well, almost identical. So they are copycats. They are trying to mimic the big brand. So this is basically, it's kind of like a generic brand, I guess. I mean, it's super cheap, and they're kind of like Aldi, you know. They mimic other bigger brands. So that's exactly what's going on here, I believe. So we're going to crack into this, and I guess I'm going to compare it to what it's trying to be, which is a Modelo. The Especial, not the Negra. Let's get a smell out of the can first. Get a little bit of a maltiness and not much on the aroma. That was the same story with the Premier. Yeah, it kind of like a sweet malt. And that's about all I'm getting, just sweet malt. So let's go ahead and pour it up. Okay, let that set up. So working with about 4 fingers, slightly off-white head, nice tight creamy head. It kind of just smells like a lager. I don't really pick up anything that, you know, smells like a Modelo Especial or a Corona or anything like that. And this is supposed to be a Mexican-style Cerveza. Golden Lager. Brewed in the Mexican tradition. Well, I mean, the Covista was also supposed to be Mexican-style, and it did not taste Mexican-style whatsoever. So we'll just go ahead and taste it for ourselves and see what we think. There's a gnat trying to drink my beer. You guys have that problem, like when you're drinking a beer or doing a video or whatever, a review, little gnats they're like flying around constantly trying to drink your beer? It's a pretty big problem for me. Yeah, it smells like an American adjunct lager. That's what it smells like. So let's dive in. Cheers. Hopefully it tastes somewhat like a Modelo, like it's trying to be. That ain't no Modelo. Super, super sweet. Like cloying, like sticking to the tongue, just in your face sweetness. Very, very sweet. Just sweet malt. Hold on, let me go back. Yeah. There's like a very microscopic amount of bitterness to it. And then it's got this weird sweetness that kind of lingers and just stays on the tongue. It's still there as I'm talking right now. It's not a bad beer, but it's definitely not a Modelo. It is not a Modelo. It's kind of like medium bodied. It's almost sticky. It's just really, really sweet. And like beer sweetness, not like candy sweetness, but like beer sweetness. The sweetness from the malt. See, right there at the end, there's this weird sweetness that like just lingers. It's kind of like malt liquor almost. Like, honest to God, it kind of tastes like I'm drinking some type of malt liquor or some type of ice beer. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of getting with that lingering sweetness that just clings to the tongue after you swallow. It tastes almost identical to an ice beer or a malt liquor. You don't really get any alcohol notes at 4.4%. Yeah, this is this is odd. So far, these have not been anything special. Obviously, I think I like the Premier Light beer over this one. It's just so sweet and just got that malt liquor, ice beer kind of taste to it, and I'm not a big fan of that. The only two malt liquors that I've ever even somewhat was okay with drinking was the Colt 45 and Mickey's. Mickey's being my favorite. Now, Mickey's, I'll drink Mickey's. Mickey's just tastes like a good beer. But this tastes like bottom of the barrel, really cheap. It's almost leaning towards a Steel Reserve, and that is not good. It's got that kind of a vibe to it. It is obviously nowhere near as bad as Steel Reserve is, because I absolutely hate Steel Reserve. It is the worst beer I have ever had in my entire life, and I hope to God I never have to drink it again. But this is not that bad, but it's leaning, it's more that vibe than it is a Modelo or any kind of Mexican Cerveza. It doesn't really taste like that. Yeah, And as it kind of warms up, the taste even gets worse. Like that time, I literally have chills. I don't know if you can see that, but I have chills right now. It's really starting to lean Steel Reserve. The more I drink it, the more it warms up. I have chills all over my body. This is a poor take on a Mexican Cerveza, in my opinion. It does not taste like a Modelo. If you buy this and you think it's going to be a Mexican style Cerveza, it's going to taste like a Modelo, don't even bother with it. This is something you would put in a brown bag and you would see a homeless person drinking. It is just not a good beer whatsoever. Even at 84 cents, like, I won't buy it again. I was going to buy it again and pin it up against Modelo, but there's no point because it tastes absolutely nothing like Modelo whatsoever. Doesn't really taste like any Mexican Cerveza I've had, and I've had a lot of them. But yeah, the light beer, it's passable. That's doable. That one is all right. It's not the best light beer I've had, but it's all right. That one's passable. This one, I couldn't drink it. I couldn't drink it. I'm being dead honest. I don't think they did a good job with it. It's not a crisp, clean, refreshing beer like Modelo is. It's very piss poor, in my opinion. I'll still keep the can because the can looks cool, even though it's copying Modelo. Yeah, and as it warms up, the aroma is just more of a malt liquor, ice beer, really high ABV type beer. Really malty sweetness. No, not for me. I'll go ahead and give it another sip, and then we'll get into a rating I don't even know if I want to give it another sip because the more this stuff warms up, the more flavors come out of it. And I'm telling you right now, if you're going to drink this stuff, if you have to drink this, which I don't know why you would pick this over the Premier. This is only 4.4%. That's 4.2. Just get that. It tastes way better than this. You need this in the freezer. Now it's got like a weird funk. Like a real like nasty, like dirty, like someone poured dirt in the beer. The more it warms up, the worse it gets. I see why it's 84 cents for a pint can, because it sucks. Won't be buying that again. Now, like I said, the Premier, it's alright. It's decent. Especially for the price point. This is passable. I could drink this. Not drinking that. So, that is the review. Let's get into a rating now. Piss poor. Not a good beer. It's leaning to, like I said, it's leaning towards a malt liquor or a ice beer. Steel Reserve to be more specific, and I don't like Steel Reserve. They did not do a good job with this. This does not represent what a Mexican-style cerveza is supposed to taste like. I think it sucks. So if I'm rating it in the style that it is, I'd give it a 4.5 out of 10. It sucks. This is not a good take on a Mexican-style cerveza whatsoever. If I'm gonna rate it in as just a beer, I'd give it maybe a 5.3, maybe 5.5. We'll give it a 5.5 out of 10 just as a beer alone. But 4 out of 10 for a Mexican-style cerveza, which I do not believe this is what this is. This is awful. So, that's the review of the Brewmasters Golden Cerveza. If you've had this, I would love to know what you guys think of it. I am very curious to see if anyone actually likes this stuff, because I think it sucks. Like, it sucks a fat one. This stuff sucks. Yeah, that's going down the drain. I will be enjoying a natural light after this video. And, yeah, pretty much it. So if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to hit me with a thumbs up. If you guys would like to support the channel in future reviews and all that, I will have a link to the Buy Me a Coffee website down in the description. I'm going to be using all those donations to buy more beer for future reviews. So if you want to do that, link will be in the description. Also, if you guys have any suggestions on anything you would like me to try in the future, leave it down in the comment section below, and I'll do my best to try to find it and give it a review. As always, until next time, cheers, and thanks for watching.